Ladies and gentlemen, please be aware that foul language is prevalent within the following production. Have a nice day.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Offenders Podcast. As always, I'm Kyle, and joining me through the power of the interwebs is Evan.
And sitting next to me on my couch made of denim, as always, is Shane Tipton.
That's right.
So Shane's joining you through the power of denim.
Yes.
That's right, denim and internet. What else do you need in life? Patches of 80s metal bands to go on the denim.
You should put patches on that couch. That'd be awesome.
Dude, I say it all the time, but I can't sew. But
Don't they have like iron on?
I could get some iron-on patches. Maybe that's what I'll do. Now that I have all this extra free time, I can fucking iron-on patches to my couch.
Oh, well, we got to talk about our band. Since you got free time.
God damn it. So I recently... See, for those of you who have not listened for the entirety of the run, I've been in about 8,000 bands. Because Yes, because I am a drummer in a...
You're the Wolverine of bands. You're in every team.
That is like the coolest compliment I've ever... Thank you, Shane. The problem is I live in a very small town called Macon, Georgia. And I happen to be one of the only drummers in the town. Because everybody wants to play guitar. Everybody wants to go up there and sing because it's cool.
You're probably one of the only drummers that plays that type of music.
Exactly.
Let's say that.
Just drummers, period. Nobody wants to... Because number one, you have to carry all your shit, which is twice as much as everybody else does. You have to set it up. You have to put it down. You have to put it in your car. Nobody wants to help you. They just want to go and fucking get drunk and talk to girls. And being a drummer's hard work. But everybody needs a drummer. And I'm a nice guy, so I have problems saying no to people about 9 out of 10 times. So I got myself into 5 bands. Well, I finally whittled it down to 1 band. So now I have all this extra free time, which is like amazing. So,
All right, like I said, and we need to start our new band.
God damn it!
It's going to be an industrial folk punk rock pop group called Ear Vomit.
You almost vomited when you ear vomit.
You gotta get the character.
That was earlier in the day. But
Kyle, why are you always sick, man? You're like sick every week.
It's just me.
Here's the thing that gets me too. It's like, I went drinking last night. But
It
that's
wasn't-
not it. It's something I ate. That's the
That's
second
not
time it's been that same excuse.
Exactly. It's never the alcohol's fault.
I
okay?
mean, you do eat every day, right, Kyle? You don't get sick on those days, right?
Some days I don't eat.
Kyle, denial ain't just a river in Egypt, okay?
It's also
It's
a
not the
country song.
alcohol. It's just not the alcohol.
It's never gonna be the alcohol.
I'm going to keep up with that now. It's in my head, so the next time,
Yeah.
he's just not going to tell me.
Yeah,
He's like, oh
never
no,
gonna get
I
sick
didn't
again.
drink fucking anything this Friday.
How you doing,
Goddamn
Kyle?
right.
Oh, I'm great. I could run a marathon. Please don't ask me to run a marathon.
I would never say that. I couldn't run a marathon if I hadn't been drinking. Let alone if I did go drinking,
He'd
Let's
have
get
to
you
go-
drunk and make you run a marathon.
If he got drunk, he might think he could. He'd
I would
try.
die.
I'm fucking 3 miles, dude. I got this shit.
If I'm that fucked up, I'm not Ryan Smith. That is how Ryan would try to run the marathon. When I get that fucked up, I'm just going to bed. And that's the problem if I do that, because then I pass out and I wake up and feel terrible because I went to sleep and I was still fucked up.
Man, the show I played last night was the last show with this band that I was in. There were at least 50 stairs going straight up to this old-ass building. And every time somebody got drunk and got near those stairs, I was like, please fall.
Oh, God.
But nobody did. I saw 2 people hit their head because there was a low bridge, though, so that was awesome. It was fantastic.
And when they did it, did they do like the grab their head and like the Jackie Chan, slap their face and look at it?
One of them was like, bam! Oh, shit! It was great.
Oh man, but yeah. So Ear Vomit. It's going to be you on drums, me on spoons and vocals, and we're going to get 37 trombonists, 14 tuba players, and 17 guys that play piano. And I think it's going to be pretty epic.
Wow.
Now you just have to find a guy named you to play drums for you. And you'll be set. You'll have you on drums and it'll be perfect. I'll come to your concert.
Straight from China. You on drums.
You on drums.
It'd be pretty awesome. I think we should do it.
That is a disgusting thing to think about. Ugh,
I want to see where you're going to find 17 pianists that are good. I mean, if you want them to be good, if you just want somebody to do it, I mean, you just need 17
This
pianists.
is a local band. It doesn't have to be good.
Oh, well,
It's called Ear Vomit for a reason.
I could play. Well, I used to be able to play like the opera music from Final Fantasy 3 or 6. I could play them. Like,
Just keep
I
talking.
got really good. I got really good at it. But the thing is, I had one of the little Casio keyboards, like small ones, and all the notes weren't there. And I practiced so much I could hear the difference. I'm like, that's not what it sounds like. God damn it! Where's the key? You can stop now.
Okay. Yeah, because it's pretty terrible.
That's exactly what it sounded like, though. Oh, my hero, so far away now.
Will I ever see you smile?
That's fucking greatest game on this fucking history of role-playing games, in my opinion.
Nice. Well, I guess we have some stories to talk about.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, there's some pretty cool comic book stuff that happened this week. Especially...
Nerds! That's correct, we do. I'm actually excited about this news.
So, Marvel is partnering with Netflix to bring some original series to light. In fact, the way it's described, it's going to be 5 series. The first 4 are going to be, there's a Daredevil, there's going to be one for Iron Fist,
Yes!
one for Luke Cage,
Yes!
and then the one that most people probably don't know about is Jessica Jones, who she's basically Luke Cage's baby's mama. But she has superpowers too.
And she has superpowers too. That's not important. The point is, are you with Luke Cage? All right, you're in.
Yeah.
Now, she got in trouble with a super villain called Purple Drank, right?
Purple Drank?
Purple Drank. That was his name,
You're trying to make me make horrible jokes that's going to get everybody to hate us, so I'm just not going to say anything. Because immediately, he's like, it's Luke Cage's baby your mom, and you said Purple Drink. I'm like, so many. So many. You're trying to make this Defenders for real.
Why do you think her and Luke Cage first hooked up? When they got together, he's like,
gonna
hey,
say
you bring
it.
your friend Purple Drink around?
That's what it was.
No, all jokes aside, it was Purple Man, right?
Yeah, so basically, Jessica Jones she had her comic series called Alias, and in it she was like a private detective. But she didn't really do a lot of superhero type stuff, because she had tried to get away from it, because when she was a kid and she had done the superhero stuff, she had been mind controlled by the Purple Man, who's basically this dude who puts off pheromones from his body that lets him control people's minds. And
It's also where they get Axe body spray.
yeah, they scrape it right from his butthole.
Ugh.
But he basically mind controlled her and held her as a prisoner while he would basically bring other women back into the place he was staying who were mind controlled, and he would then have sex with them. And the entire time, or afterwards, he would tell her, I'm not doing this to you because you're not good enough for this. So he really gave her a complex. But that's kind of like where she came from. That's where she was created, was in that series called Alias. But now, like I said, she's Luke Cage's wife and has his baby.
So, between being a private detective and Luke Cage and Purple Man, it sounds like she can't keep her mind off Dick.
God damn it.
Wow.
That's pretty terrible.
That's pretty terrible.
I was trying to figure out how to work in private detective with the other 2 dicks.
The other 2 dicks. One of them was a dick to her.
Yes, and then the other one put a dick in her.
Right.
Oh, man. And the other one just lets her be a dick.
Yes, exactly.
But, so after those 4 series, end, they're supposed to all happen at the same time. And then when they end, they're going to all come together and culminate in a Defenders miniseries that's going to all be on Netflix. So it's pretty awesome to me that they're doing this, because some of those characters are not big enough to give a movie to. I like Iron Fist and I like Luke Cage, but they are not gonna
could
carry a
easily-
movie.
Dude,
You could easily make an Iron Fist movie.
Well,
'cause
yeah.
people who didn't know what it is, like, oh, awesome, a martial arts movie.
Iron
Yep.
Fist,
Has
yeah, Luke
characters
Cage,
that
no.
I don't recognize. Like every martial arts movie, I don't recognize them.
Iron Fist, you probably could. Luke Cage, I don't think so, though.
let me just say this. Think about how fucking popular Black Dynamite was.
Oh my god.
Now think about Luke Cage. If they would have done a period flick with Luke Cage, dude, it would
Power
sell
Man.
so much.
If they would, but that's
they
not
would.
what they would want to do. It would
Plus,
be
they're
amazing
like-
if they did.
All the shit they did back in the 70s, man, the early 80s, they were an awesome tag team, man.
Yeah. The original bromance.
Right? But I mean, just fucking Iron Fist on his own is super badass. Because how many other superheroes got their superpowers from fucking Kano style ripping a dragon's heart out?
Probably not many that I can think of.
So alone, even if I didn't know the series, I'd be like, oh, he ripped out a dragon's heart? I'm going to pay attention to him.
Yeah, I mean, I think if any of those... we're saying this like Daredevil's ever had a movie, but we all know how that turned out. Yeah, exactly. But I think maybe Iron Fist out of the other three could have a movie, but I don't think Luke Cage... Jessica Jones, people would be like, who the fuck is that? They wouldn't go see it, so... But the good thing that would come from this, though, is that if these series do well, it means that we could see other not so big name heroes getting a TV series since they couldn't necessarily carry a movie. So I think we speculated earlier about some of them that we thought would be good ones.
Hell yeah, we did.
So what were some of the ones that you had said, Evan?
Number one, my number one fucking favorite Marvel character of all time, Moon Knight. Okay, here's the idea. It's a Dexter-style, gritty action drama. You've got Mark Spector. You've got all of his multiple personalities leading individual lives. Then, on top of that, you get to see kind of an American Psycho-esque view of himself as Moon Knight. It's like, is this guy actually talking to Khonshu, the Egyptian god of the moon? Or is he just fucking insane? Because, I mean, in the comic books... You know, it went from actually being Khonshu to, I think it was Bushmaster, whose face he fucking ripped off when he killed him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just so hardcore. Like, he was cutting, when he would beat his enemies, he would cut crescent moons out of their foreheads and leave them for the cops to find. So, I mean, it's super, super gritty, super badass. I mean, there's so many angles you could go with that. So I think that would be an outstanding show because I just fucking love Moon Knight and I want to see it happen, goddammit.
Any characters that you had, Shane?
I'm gonna say Slapstick. It never happened. It was a joke comic, and it was very funny, and it would not actually make a good TV. It'd make a good, like, here's a joke little miniseries for 3 episodes. That would be pretty good.
Well, that's kind of what I think they're doing with them. Is they're not planning on making, like, you know, they're not doing what ABC and Fox and NBC do. Where it's like, let's make a TV show and just run it until it's so fucking terrible no one else watches it. They're only doing it like, here's the story, it's this many episodes, we tell the story, we're done.
Let me just say, before we switch from Slapstick, it could be awesome for a number of reasons. Number one, when he turns into Slapstick, he has no junk. So, automatically, kicks to the crotch are ineffective against him. And everybody laughs at a kick to the nuts, except the person who gets kicked in the nuts, but it doesn't bother him because he's Slapstick. Number two, he has cartoon physics, so he can never die. So imagine, like, you just take him to the fucking woods of Siberia, and all of a sudden, he's just destroying all these grizzly bears, and he catches a fucking nuclear missile in his mouth. And it's like, there is no one more badass than Slapstick, and he's just like, hey, you know, just being all stupid and shit. But at the same time, there's nobody more badass because he will never die. He and Wolverine could fight forever. Could you imagine how awesome that would be? Wolverine would just be like, you're gonna fucking die because I'm angry, blah. And Slapstick would just be like, whoa, watch out, you know, just being all silly and shit. It's amazing.
So, I had never heard of Slapstick until you mentioned him the other day. I had to look him up just to make sure
I
I
had all
understand.
his comics.
His power is basically he's a cartoon character,
Yeah,
so cartoon physics is how he lives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean that would probably be that would be an interesting show, but I think you're right. It would probably be like a 2 or 3 episodes something, unless they made
I don't know
a kid.
how long
kid
did
show.
Freakazoid last? It
Yeah,
lasted
I don't
quite
know.
some time.
But then again, that was a cartoon for kids. If they made it that, it would last a really long time.
Or you could do it Adult Swim style, you know.
That's true. Make it just be so over the top raunchy.
I mean, if fucking Tim and Eric can make a show out of people throwing up all the time, why can't Slapstick get a go at it? I'm just saying.
You know what? I don't understand why people think Tim and Eric are funny. I don't get it.
I don't even know who that is. I guess that tells me
Some
something.
of it is really good. Like, I like the John C. Reilly stuff because it's behavior-based and it's just awkward. And
But that's
it's not,
more him than them.
Yeah.
Like, they might have wrote it, but, like, when they're in stuff, that shit is not funny.
A lot of it is just shock stuff. So it's like, if you like shock comedy, then you'll love it. But not so much my style.
It, like, sucks the funny out of stuff to me. Like, that could be funny. Nope, not anymore. But...
So what we're saying is, give Slapstick a fucking show, please.
I mean, I would watch it. It sounds like what I read, he seemed pretty funny. I think it would be a neat little show.
Let me say that over again. Please get in contact with us so we can write a Slapstick show.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, dude. How about you, Kyle? What you got for us?
I thought of a bunch from different genres. Like, if you wanted to go the adult route, kind of like we were thinking with Slapstick, you could do like a really like gritty and raunchy like Howard the Duck TV show. It would just be like a bunch of like titty jokes and shit all the time, and him like, oh shit, you could do it like a late night show, like Space Goes Coast to Coast, but with Howard the Duck. Like, his band leader could be Dr. Bong, because that was his arch nemesis. He was just a guy with a big bell for a head, and he had a clapper, and that was his thing. He was like a psychiatrist too.
And then the Dark Overlords of the universe could like call in and be the asshole who like makes fun of the guests.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be so great. You know what's
That would
funny?
be.
Like, some of the first set of boobs I ever saw in my life was on the Howard the Duck movie. And they were duck boobs. And psychiatrists, you know, often will say the first things that you're exposed to leads to what you want. But I've never really liked furry porn, but the first boobs that I remember seeing were furry.
No.
It would be feather porn.
You forgetting, Evan. You saw the duck boobs, and you thought about ducks, and it made you where, you know, you just want to grind every woman you see. Just want to find.
That's what it is. I finally saw that anatomically correct DuckTales.
Completely
thing.
wrong, Evan. False.
That was fucked up.
Scientifically correct.
Scientifically
It's
correct.
scientifically
Or accurate,
accurate
actually.
DuckTales.
Accurate, yeah.
There's a Ninja Turtles one too.
Yeah, that one was fucked up. But back on subject, that is a great idea, and I would definitely watch that.
Yeah, so Howard the Duck, like adult late night.
I have a feeling I would get tired of it very fast, but that's just me.
Well, I thought that you used to think about Space Ghost, but what made it so interesting were the guests and how the guests would get in there with it and the things they would do. Space Ghost was around for a long time.
And
So-
Brack made a fucking heavy metal song, which was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, and the Brack show spun off from it. Now, that was not fun.
Yeah. I love the Brack show. I love anything
couldn't get
Brack.
into
You
it.
could put him on toilet paper and I'd buy it.
But you could also do like a reality TV show, or it's one of those shows. It's like The Office, where it's supposed to be a reality TV show of something, but it's not. It's actually a television show.
So, like every reality TV show.
Well, more or less, but it could be like they could follow Squirrel Girl around.
That shit beats up Dr. Doom.
But the thing is, no,
Thanos.
that's the running joke. Okay, so people who don't know, Squirrel Girl is basically just this girl who can like talk to squirrels, and she has like a squirrel that she has a partner named Monkey Joe, or I think he died, so I think the new one's name is Tippy Toe, something like that.
Spoiler alert.
It's a long time back, but so the thing is that she doesn't really do anything, but she has supposedly beaten she has beaten Dr. Doom. That's actually in a comic. But then she's also beaten people like Thanos and I think they say she's beaten Wolverine and some other people too. But it's never been in an actual comic. It's always talked about. And like even the Watcher says that she's like the greatest combatant in the universe because she beat Thanos. So the show though would basically be them following her around and like just you would get to see all the Great Lakes Avengers because they're all stupid too, and all this weird shit she gets involved in, and it'd be so boring that they'd always cut away. And it's like, man, why are we even following her? And then right when they cut back, you would see like her like have just floored somebody like Thanos, and they're like, God damn it, you know?
She just powerbombed Apocalypse.
Yeah, literally. She gets fucking suplexed.
Isn't she
Galactus.
supposed to be like a close combatant though?
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. It's like, some of these people, I'm like, how the fuck did you even get close to him to hit them?
She's that good.
Is she invulnerable? I mean, because you don't just walk up and hit Doctor Doom. Or Thanos.
Yeah.
Actually, you do walk up and hit Thanos because you don't think he can hurt you. You can get away with it with him. Dr. Doom is not dumb enough to stand there and let you hit him.
I think part of the stuff with Doctor Doom was the squirrels like attacked him or something. I don't know. It was weird.
He couldn't figure a way to stop those squirrels, like the
Yeah.
force field.
By the way, I've always wondered, what does a Latvian accent sound like? Is it like Russian-esque?
It's
Or-
all in capital letters.
Oh, okay.
That's
With
why Doom talks
exclamation
like
marks.
that. Yes, with exclamation
I
Doom
speak
only
that
yells.
on Facebook a pretty good bit.
marks.
I'm always enthusiastic about stuff. That was really funny!
That's
I am
actually-
Dr. Doom!
That's actually how, all the people you see speaking on caps on the internet, it's because he's infiltrated society with his Doom bots and he's got them disguised as other people. And occasionally they glitch and they'll just talk in all caps like he does. And like, fuck, it's one of his bots. And then S.H.I.E.L.D. sends out their agents and takes them out.
That's amazing. I
Yes.
didn't realize that we were all doomed.
Yes.
Wow.
That
Yep.
Doctor Doom.
Dr. Doom.
What were some of the other ones I thought of? There would be Okay, so here we go. Here's another idea. You have do you remember the TV show in the 80s called Moonlighting with Bruce Willis?
Yes.
Okay. So imagine a romantic comedy with the Wasp and Giant Man. That's in the kind of like a superhero version of Moonlighting with those two. And every episode either begins with her making out with the dude, or it begins with the Giant Man slapping her across the face. Because back in the comic, long time ago, back in the 60s and 70s when they were around, he was always slapping the shit out of her, and she was always flirting and making out with different dudes.
My goodness.
Ah, the good old days.
Yeah, back in like, there's so many too. Like, there's a whole website I think dedicated to Reed Richards being an asshole because he used to just slap the shit out of Susan Storm.
Could you see it too? Like he's just like, Susan, he shakes his head, he rears back, and his hand, like, you see it go from out of the kitchen, out into the living room, outside the door, he just comes swinging back, pow!
That's so awesome.
I just imagine his hand getting big like Dave Grohl's did in Everlong, that music video from the Foo Fighters.
Yeah,
His
that's a
hand
great
gets big
song.
like that, and he just slaps her back and forth with it.
God damn it.
That's probably the greatest Foo Fighters song ever, by the way,
Yeah.
I would say.
But yeah, that's what I could see with that. That would actually be an interesting one too, to see just like some kind of weird reality TV show following around the Fantastic Four in the
My
Baxter
goodness.
building and all the fucking crazy ass shit they get into.
Reed, the toilet's clogged. I'll open a portal to the negative zone. God damn it, every time. Why do you even ask him anything?
Why, sir? He wouldn't even need to open a portal to the negative zone. The toilet is a portal to the negative zone. You just shit in it, and it goes away. That's how he gets rid of. There's no more waste from that building because it all gets dumped to the negative zone. And the reason it's
And that's-
clogged is because Blastar's trying to climb his way out to whoop someone's ass.
That's why the people in the negative zone are so evil, because of Reed Richards.
And then Thing would be associated with the negative zone because he looks like a giant piece of shit.
Oh,
But of course, they would have, because of, political correctness, one of the characters would have to be gay. So of course, since he's flaming, the Human Torch is going to be the gay guy.
it might be Reed Richards, who knows? He always treats his wife like shit, so maybe he doesn't actually like women.
He treats everybody like shit.
That's true.
Well, it's because he hangs out with a Thing all the time who looks like shit. So
I treat you like I treat my best friend. Like a piece of shit.
I treat you like my best friend looks. The other one I thought of would be like you could do like a straight kids show, and you could have Power Pack.
God.
If anybody even knows who the fuck they
I don't know
are.
what
you,
Power
man.
Pack is, but
Franklin
it sounds like
Richards.
something that came with Nintendo.
Franklin Richards makes that too ridiculous to be a show.
So the Power Pack were these kids from they were the Power family, and their dad was like a scientist. And somehow they end up getting powers. Like maybe he just like laced them all with like fucking super juice or something. I don't know. Or it was, I don't know. It was something back in the day where it's something stupid, probably like lightning struck them, and suddenly now they all have superpowers. But they were little kids. Like I think the oldest one probably wasn't even like 12. Just a whole show of them running around fucking shit up, man. But I want like modern day, not like 60s or 50s kids where it's like they're all nice. I want like modern day kids where they're just bad, just like these bad little shits.
Like every child in the entire world is an evil fucker. All
Yeah.
of
Oh
them.
man, I just got one, dude. But we would have to contract out to one. It'd have to be outside of Netflix, so we'd have to talk to Lifetime. Okay,
Oh my god, this can't be good if it's gonna be on.
we're gonna take Speedball from the New Warriors.
Oh, man.
Remember him?
Yeah.
I do.
And then we'll go through all the shit that happened to him, and he becomes Penitence. I think that was his name. wasn't it? And
I'm sorry, I'm a man.
I'm just a piece of shit. Just put nails in my face. Just stab me eternally forever.
I
and
forgot
everybody
all about that.
Because Lifetime would just eat that shit up. It's like, oh, so bad things happen to him and he just hates himself forever? That's just like all of our movies.
I thought they just made them out to be horrible, horrible people.
No, he just hated himself and wanted to die, just like he had listened to Nirvana. That's a song title, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, it was on the Beavis and Butthead Experience. It's called I Hate Myself and Want to Die. And I was like, whoa, that's a little creepy, considering the the events that unfolded.
But yeah, like, man, I had forgotten all about that stupid shit with Speedball. Penitence. That's so dumb.
Yeah.
I also wonder, like, at what point did they decide they're gonna name him Speedball? I mean, isn't that like...
When they were on drugs.
I was gonna say, yeah, is that like Coke? They just name Coke.
That could be part of it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
He's bouncing off the walls. I assumed it was because they instead of calling him bouncy ball, they call him speed ball because you throw like the little high bounce like ball and it bounces around the room.
You know, another one I just thought of talking about people on drugs is you could have, remember Cloak and Dagger?
Yes.
That's how they got their powers, was from their drug overdoses.
That's
Are you
true.
serious?
Yes,
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Oh,
They
That
got their
is
powers
true.
through drug overdoses. I don't remember if they were choosing to do the drugs or if they were forced to take them, but it was a drug overdose that resulted in their powers.
Yep.
I don't
dude,
know
I
what
got another one.
kind of TV series that would be, though.
Well, if
Maybe-
it's drug overdoses, I mean, who knows? It could be on it'd be on the Lifetime network, probably.
Oh, what's that show where like they bring people on who have like these crazy
Intervention.
Intervention. They can have like an intervention with those two. They're like, but we haven't done drugs since that day. No, stop arguing with me.
You're not a superhero, okay? It's the drugs talking.
It could be Doc Sampson who's interviewing them because he was the guy who
Oh yes.
he was the
super
Hulk psychiatrist.
That would be a good show. As they're coming in, all these people that have these fucked up problems, he's talking to them, and you get to see all that. That actually might be a good show.
That
Instead
would
of Dr.
be.
Phil, it's Dr.
Yeah.
Sampson.
It's time to get real. It's like, I'm not going to take this. Motherfucker, I'm super powerful. I will beat your ass. Sit on the fucking couch.
Do you have long-ass green hair? No, sit the fuck down.
It could either be done like a Dr. Phil show, or it could be done like Dr. Katz, but it's like Doc Sampson. It's like,
Oh, man.
you just have like rotating, heroes or villains even that come in for like him to give him like different to get advice from him, and then like you get to see all the trouble he has to go through in his everyday life too.
There's for people like there's a channel called Barely Political on YouTube that has like superhero therapy. It's actually pretty funny. You remind me of when I saw that. It actually is pretty because they had the Joker and Harley Quinn coming to like a
Couples.
relationship counseling.
Oh God.
It was great. It was hilarious.
Dude, here's another one. Okay, Kyle, you were a big Seinfeld fan, right?
Oh yeah.
You know how they always get themselves into the fucking weirdest situations that nobody would ever get into.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Let's take somebody whose superpower is they just happen to fucking get out of every situation they're put in. Long shot. Put him in a sitcom where shit goes wrong all day long, throw in some laugh tracks, and he just luckily gets out of it with his fucking mullet and 3 fingers.
Oh man.
I thought he had 4.
4 fingers.
Yeah, he has 4 fingers. Well, but he'd have to it couldn't just be him though. He'd have to have like a cast. Who would be in the cast with Longshot?
Fucking Spiral, man.
Oh, that's true. That's
He's awesome.
the forearm chick. I mean, we could just have nothing but people who have like luck-based powers. You have Domino.
Oh my god. What would happen in a house full of people with good luck?
I would fucking move into their house. That's what would happen.
And then you have to
Evan
throw
Jones shows up.
Then you just have to throw in Black Cat, so if occasionally something does go wrong because she cancels it out, and no one's expecting it. You know, everything's going fine. All of a sudden, something happens. Fuck, she's back home. God damn it.
Shit. Get out of
Everything between 7 and 12 when she's out doing something. We don't do shit while she's here.
Man.
Yeah, that's what it would be. It would have to be like some people with good luck powers and then people who have like bad luck. So and the reason they put them together is because they want to see what happens. So the people with the good luck powers, they don't have good luck anymore. They just have normal. They're just normal people. And the people with the bad luck now don't have shit bad happen to them all the time. And so
they just have normal lives.
Yeah, and so it's just
Sounds a regular
them
sitcom.
coping with normal lives now.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
So this is no longer Seinfeld; it's now the real world. Oh, that would be pretty awesome.
Speaking of the real world, if I were ever on the real world and I were like any of those people, it would be the fucking season 1 heavy metal guy who slept all the time. Because everybody else was arguing and shit, and he just went to concerts and he slept, and they're like, all you ever do is sleep. And he's like, yep. That'd be me. The guy who doesn't start shit with anybody, just fucking sleeps and listens to heavy metal.
I don't even remember that guy.
His name was like Andre or something, but I was like, hell yeah, man. That's the fucking way you do it. You just sleep all day. Let them be assholes.
Oh, I do think I remember him now.
Because you know when people bump into him on the streets, like, you're the one guy who wasn't a fucking amazing dickhole.
Yeah, that's true. Most of the other ones, they're always, it was like, I just imagine when they're trying to cast the real world, the people sending in their videotape stuff like, all right, let's see. Not an asshole. That guy's a dick. Put him on the show.
That reminds me of that. I forget what it's called. It's one of those dating shows where they get a bunch of people together and they go on different dates to pick them. They're eliminating them. Mm-hmm. I remember this one that I was watching, and it was like something another San Francisco or something like that.
Was it
and
Eliminate?
There was, huh?
Was the show called Eliminate?
It might have been. Okay. All I know is there was a bunch of women acting like complete sluts, so you know they were going to stay. There was just one girl who knew Kung Fu and was awesome. And she was really nice. And she was eliminated first, of course. And I was like, this girl is fucking awesome. Eliminated first.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
Well,
yeah, but I'll take my clothes off in front of everybody. I don't care. Do you know Kung Fu?
The thing is with those people, if you go into any kind of show or situation like that where you're going to try to be hooking up with people and on these things, you know it's not going to be successful, and you know it's not going to last. So you're just going in it for dick or pussy, and that's all that matters. And that's basically what that guy was in. He's like, this girl probably won't suck my dick to win. These other girls, on the other hand, will probably all suck my dick to win.
But they won't know Kung Fu.
Now,
they won't.
It don't matter if they know Kung Fu. My dick's in their mouth.
It does matter, Kyle. It does matter.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they could do some kind of crazy Kung Fu shit, and I won't get into that. Just, my mind just went all over the place. I'm done. I'm not.
Now, given on Eliminates, most of the people that go on there, you said go for dick or pussy. So if you're just going on there for dick, wasn't that how Jessica Jones got her start in the Marvel Universe?
God damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
If the person like doing the choosing was the Purple Man, yes. And he's like, I'll just take them all,
except for you.
Except for you, you can just stand there and be inadequate.
That's basically what he did.
So it's American Idol. I see what this is.
Purple Man and Simon Cowell. We've done it. We figured it
out. Oh my goodness!
Sponsored by Purple Drink.
By Purple Drink.
Did you ever see that episode of American Idol where that guy threw the cup full of Coke at Simon Cowell? That was the best thing I ever saw.
I did not. I would like to see that, though.
Yeah,
did he act like it was acid or something?
Oh, man.
Was he amazed? Like, I can't believe I was hit with soda!
On his perfectly clean white t-shirt that he just bought.
So some of my stuff with that, with like Simon Cowell, and then, who's that, Ramsey, the chef guy?
Oh, that fucking guy. Was the Hell's Kitchen guy?
Yeah, so here's the thing.
Humongous fucking asshole.
Yes.
Okay, but let me say this.
Is he really like that? Who knows?
I don't think he is, because I've seen him on lots of other shows where he's not having to do that, and he's like overly nice. Like, he's a super nice guy for talking to people and going out on the street and stuff.
He slips it in from time to time. I've seen it too.
He does.
So he's a character, is what you're saying.
I think that's a character. He's been told to act like that. Now, Simon Cowell like that, I don't know, but I don't think Ramsey is as big a dick as he is in that TV show. I think that's the point. Because as we said earlier, reality TV shows really aren't reality.
That's
anyways.
True. If you look at it as a character for a show, it's like, I just don't like that character.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. If that was a normal TV show, you'd be like, I don't like that character. He's an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't know, but there are some people in TV shows like that motherfucker. I fucking hate him.
Yeah, fucking Joffrey, Game of Thrones is probably that actor is one of the best actors ever because he's made almost the entire planet hate him.
Yeah.
And if you can bring that strong of a reaction, you are an excellent actor.
It's true.
This is very true. Even in the books, though, he's like the most unlikable character.
I don't know. I think Cersei is more unlikable than him because he's young, so it's excusable for him.
It's excusable.
No.
Like, how young is he? 5?
No, he's like 16. But I mean, she's been that fucking shitty for 30-something years.
That's true. He's just acting like every 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I hate my life
and you.
God damn.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I don't know. I still think you can feel sorry for Cersei if you think about why she does what she does.
You just like asshole characters, Kyle. That's all.
Because
Hey.
he is the asshole character.
Yeah.
He's in the union, man.
Don't you talk about my fucking
He's in the
girlfriend.
asshole union. They got to stick up for each other. They all negotiate together, Evan.
Asshole union.
They all SU.
Man, just imagine those union meetings.
Fuck
God.
that, man.
Bunch of assholes.
It is. It's a bunch of assholes.
So, oh my god. It all makes sense now. The gods have spoken to me. Asshole union? Kyle is a piece of shit. But you're trying to convince the world that I'm a piece of shit. Well done, sir.
Actually, no, Evan. If it wasn't for assholes like me, there wouldn't be shit like you. So you need to get your story straight.
You see, he's still doing it to this minute. He's so good at it.
That's because he's in the union and he has better lobbying than you do.
That's
I
true.
do.
You're just a single piece of shit alone in the world against a union of assholes.
Listen to that evil villain laughing. There it goes.
Oh, man. A single turd floating through the cesspool of life.
You're like a little nugget.
Oh, God.
Kyle, I know you didn't get that. That was a reference to Owen Hart. Rest in peace.
He was awesome.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yes.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Speaking time for a change, we forgot to talk about somebody else who is recently changing mantles in the Marvel Universe.
Indeed. I didn't know where you're going with that.
I got
Until
it
the
immediately.
very
You're
last
always
moment.
behind.
I'm a master of the segue. And I
So-
don't mean I ride around on a fucking unicycle.
It's not. There's 2 wheels, dumbass.
There's one person standing on it, so it's one person on a cycle.
That's no. Technically, if you want to go by it, it has 2 wheels. It's a bicycle.
That's true.
But you are on it, so it's a U, and then your knees are supported by it. It's a U-knee
You know
cycle.
what? You should ride it, and you would be a unitard.
That's true.
So
what were we
going through
talking
life
about?
as a single tard, a unitard.
You're one single retarded turd against the union of smart
In the universe of Tards, which is the TARDIS.
You have to go back in time before you're so retarded to fix it.
Oh God. So yeah, in man, my brain. So anyways, Miss Marvel, there's about to be a new one, and she does not worship Jesus.
Yes!
She does not worship the baby Jesus. And all his
6
glory.
pound 8 ounce baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Singing
I like-
lead vocals. for
Fresh
Leonard
today?
Skinner. What?
Fresh today?
Fresh today.
I like to think my baby Jesus sometimes wear a little tuxedo. I think that'd be kind of funny. Talladega Nights. Fucking best part of that whole movie is that scene.
I think the whole movie is the best part of that movie.
The movie's good, but the
Yeah.
dinner scene where they're going off, especially when they start to go off on the old man. You shut your mouth, Chip, or I'll come at you like a spider monkey.
Little kid.
I'm hyped up on Mountain Dew. But yeah, so there was about to be a new Miss Marvel. I guess Carol Danvers, who was the old Miss Marvel, is passing away.
Oh, man.
Or something. I don't know. I haven't been reading comics a lot lately, but I did see this story that the new Miss Marvel is going to be a Muslim girl. I was like,
Hell no! That's bullshit. There's only one God. His name is Jesus Christ. And every superhero worships Jesus. America! America!
all right then. But
That's actually what's going to happen as soon as...
You know what's going to happen for sure?
What?
Somehow her and Captain America are going to get together and have like this awesome adventure where they protect each other. I fucking guarantee it.
I hope that happens.
But Captain America's awesome, and he would do that. I'm just saying, from the standpoint of the reason they're doing it, it's totally going to happen. The company's going to make sure of it.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, that to make people okay with it, a lot of times that's the type of stuff they'll do. You know, great example of that is in Batman when Jason Todd became Robin. People did not like Jason Todd that much. That's why they did the whole vote if we kill Jason Todd or not. And so they killed him. So then when they brought in the next Robin, they actually had Nightwing come and say, yeah, you know, he basically passed the mantle onto him, so people were more accepting of it. Like it was okay, rather than just some dude shows up and takes it, which is what they felt happened with Jason Todd. So,
Give me that fucking Robin uniform.
give me those goddamn
is wrong with
spandex
you?
underwear so I can hang out with this creepy guy in his fucking house where nobody but him and another old man lives.
Yeah. And if it's the Adam West Batman, he saves you from hot co-eds that are trying to make out with you. Don't worry, Robin, I'll save your virginity.
Right? And remember, if you get attacked by ninja girls, look for Evan and Shane to protect you, and we'll take care of that problem.
But yeah, so I could see them doing something like that with this character, either having Carol Danvers or somebody else basically be like, you know, we accept you with what you're doing and blah, 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 blah. So people be okay with it. But I always like, I know this isn't like a huge thing, but I always think it's cool when they kind of do something that they try to maybe break a mold to do stuff they wouldn't normally do. Like when they had North Star and whoever he was marry and get married. So it was like two guys, like the first gay marriage in a comic book. Especially Marvel does a lot of this. DC not so much. Because DC had when like Batwoman was going to try to, the writer wanted to have Batwoman marry her longtime girlfriend, and DC was like, nope, that's not going to happen. So the writer's like, well, I'm just not going to write it anymore. And he quit.
Then he went to fucking the internet and became Rule 34 master.
They'd already been fucking. That's the thing. They had been fucking. It's not like they were in a relationship where they weren't having sex.
They've been fucking.
Yeah. They had been fucking the entire time. And it was like, to me, I was like, DC is, so you're saying it's okay if there's lesbian sex, but not if they're married. That's not cool.
Because that will ruin everything. They won't have sex anymore when they're married.
Right?
Stop trying to fuck it up.
Good guy DC comes to save the day. What was I thinking? Don't you know when you get married, you stop having sex?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Let me tell you why they didn't approve of that, because not many people know this, but DC actually stands for Dick Cock. And there's no dick or cock in a lesbian marriage, so that shit's not going to fly.
I thought you stood for Dad Comics.
Dad comics? Well, you can't have a dad if you're two women, so...
You can't have a dad if you're two women.
Yeah.
You mean the child can, I guess.
Yes, the child
Okay.
can. See, remember, I'm a unitard in this universe.
So there's only one of everything to you.
That's right.
But yeah, so I thought it was cool that they're kind of, you know, stepping out, doing something different, bringing, you know, having an actual Muslim character. And now there's been Muslim superheroes in other comics, but they weren't like the main... They weren't basically headlining the comic like this character's going to.
Namesake. Character.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it. That's a good way of putting it. Because like Shane brought up before the show, there was a character called Dust in like X-Men, and she was basically a Muslim girl who could control sand.
And let me just say this. How can anybody be upset when it's a Middle Eastern woman? And you know what comes from the Middle East? Belly dancing. So if you hate the new Miss Marvel, you hate belly dancing. I just Fox News every fucking person in the world.
We're not gonna take it.
That's right. If you hate Middle East, you hate belly dancing.
That's great.
That's the truth. Trust me, because I'm Fox News. Listen to exactly everything I say, because it's the truth. Don't check my sources.
Maybe though they need to do like some. They need to do like some other character changes, you know, to like, because like Miss Marvel is like, it's a namesake character, but like she's really not like a major character. So maybe like the next Flash needs to be gay. so he can be just one fast faggot.
I knew that was coming.
Oh man.
Only
I'm
so many
sorry.
people will get that.
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness.
I had to. It was like
Oh,
in my
only-
brain, prying its way out.
He needs to be fat too, so you can have all three of the F's.
Triple F. Oh man.
I mean,
But-
go ahead, Evan.
I forgot. I just had a brain fart.
God, our brains are not working good today.
I had a really good joke and I forgot it when you dropped the F bomb.
Let's see what else we can do. They should change up Superman and make him like irresponsible. Oh wait, they did that. It was a pretty good movie.
Fucking awesome anime fights.
Well, the first Superman movie, the first of the newer two, was not a good movie. Or at least I didn't think it was good.
No, I'm talking about Superman. What is it called?
Man of Steel? No, that was a good
awesome.
movie.
That was badass.
But like, just Superman, that guy was irresponsible because he's the one he fucking knocked up Lois Lane and left. Remember? That was his super kid. Which was so stupid. And all he did was lift shit the entire time. Let me lift this. Okay, thanks, Superman. Hey, could you lift up the sofa so I could sweep under it too while you're at it? All you're good for is lifting. But no, Man of Steel, he just fucking whooped everybody's ass.
By the way, first of all, his disguise isn't much of a disguise anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But through most of, no big spoilers or anything. Through most of that movie, he's doing shit looking like he always looks. Everybody fucking knows he's Clark Kent. Everybody who's ever seen him knows he's fucking Clark Kent. I mean, he uses different names, don't get me wrong, but it's always his face. He's easy to find. It's like, hey, that's that guy who's doing all this stuff who always looks the same. He has no disguise on. Everybody fucking knows who you are. Don't disguise yourself.
I agree, but I think the logic behind that is one, just putting on some glasses is fucking retarded. That's not a disguise, okay? And so I think they're kind of saying that like people are going to know who he is. But I think it's one of those things like in Spider-Man 2 where they try to do the whole humans, you know, they actually try to do this in most of Spider-Man movie. They try to have that moment where, like, just normal people, you could see that not everybody's terrible. And, like, these people know who he is, but they don't want to rat it out because he's doing good. So they wouldn't rat him out.
That's true, but...
Because that's, like, the thing in Spider-Man 2.
First
It's
of
like,
all-
now all the people on the train know who he is. But, yeah.
but they did that too many times in
No,
Spider-Man.
they did. I agree.
It's like, why do you
became
even
a
wear a
trope.
fucking mask?
It was a trope within that series.
I
I
remember
think-
what the fuck I was going to say. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead before you forget.
Speaking of battle changes, what's this bullshit with the new fucking Doctor Strange? Who the fuck is Jimmy Voodoo or whatever his goddamn name is? He is not the fucking Sorcerer Supreme, okay? we need somebody more badass than Sean Voodoo. What's his name?
Dr. Voodoo?
Dr. Voodoo. He's not a fucking doctor. He's Witch Doctor. Okay, I'll give him that.
I didn't know there was a new Doctor Strange, but now that
didn't
you
either.
mentioned that, I think I'd heard something about it was Dr. Voodoo's taking over.
Cause see, I like the lesser known Marvel characters, and Doctor Strange is super badass because his powers are just amazing. You know, just astral plane travel. And
He's
just,
like the keeper of all magic for the universe, isn't he? Or at least for
Exactly.
Earth or whatever.
he fucking like one time he came up with a cure for cancer. I mean, he's just amazing. But all these spiritual beings are like, if you do that, you're not going to be able to control the human populace because no one will ever die. What are you going to do?
What kind of bullshit excuse?
Exactly.
What kind of lobbying does the fucking people have to keep that out?
Exactly. It's like let's not. Yeah, we forgot about shotguns and bear attacks, but if you cure cancer,
Every
that's
other
it.
disease.
was
God
so-
damn.
But he's so badass. I mean, Dormammu is one of the greatest villains. And then you just put fucking Kamala from fucking WWF in there.
Yeah, actually, so the guy's name was Brother Voodoo, but now he's Dr. Voodoo because of, you know,
Because he got
Whatever.
he got his doctorate when he became the Sorcerer's
yeah,
Supreme.
for whatever stupid reason.
And he doesn't
Comic
even have a
logic.
fucking mustache, okay? Doctor Strange has a mustache. God damn it.
A mystical mustache.
That's right. I'm sorry, that was my rant. We need a new Doctor Strange. Let's get a fucking Japanese. No, let's get a Martian Doctor Strange.
You know the other
okay?
thing I
With
always
mustache.
remember about Doctor Strange? He has his
What?
manservant, Wong.
Wong. No, he was actually because he had cancer and he was trying to cure him of cancer. 'Cause, you
Yeah,
know,
that
it's
was
his-
actually a
it's-
good miniseries.
Yeah. But god damn it, let's get a Martian because we're being racist against the rest of the universe by oh great, we have a Muslim, we have a Christian. Fuck that. You're little-minded, okay? You're small-minded. Let's have a Martian Doctor Strange who worships which is the god of everything that we just don't understand because we're human.
I see.
See what I'm saying?
That sounds fucking terrible.
Of course it would, because you're a villain. You hate everybody. You're trying to keep order. Okay? I'm trying to give freedom.
You know what? Here we go. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up for Brother Voodoo, because you know what? It's about time a black man gets his place in Magic's world, because they've been holding him down this entire time, and finally he gets to step up to the plate and be the supreme sorcerer of all magic. And here you come, trying to knock him back down.
Now
Trying
listen
to take
here,
away
Kyle.
what was given to him.
Listen to what you're saying there. You're trying to pimp out that poor Russian girl. It's about time he got control over magic. And it's part of Magic's world. Well, you know what? She don't need no man.
That's right.
She's a freaking a Russian demon chick. She can do whatever she wants.
That's the fucking truth. Okay?
Fair enough. And her brother would whoop your ass anyways.
That's true.
Oh,
What's
man.
Magic's brother's name?
Colossus.
Colossus.
Man. He's Colossus.
Oh, that's her sister. Oh, okay.
She lives in limbo, man. How low can she go? She practices all the time.
What was the name of the shit that killed Colossus and everybody else?
The Legacy virus?
Legacy virus. That's what it
He
was.
didn't kill everybody else. He's actually part of the cure.
He was the cure, actually. Because
Hell yeah.
he had to take the thing and it killed him, and when it killed him, like, it released the cure into the world or whatever. Don't understand it. Doesn't seem logical, but it was a comic book, so it worked.
Hey, Captain America got fucking shot, and then he got shot by a time gun, and it brought him back to fucking life. So
A time gun.
it was something weird like that, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, like, he had been shot, and I think he'd been killed, but then, like, he was in time, and
That's when I
he's
stopped.
alive now.
That's when I stopped like looking at. Not because he came back. It's like they killed Captain America. I'm like, not fucking interested. Not interested in the whole fucking storyline.
It's like they were just bringing the truth of the matter to all of us humans. It's like when you get shot and you die, you actually travel back to 1944 in the middle of the war, and then eventually you're going to come back to life later on as somebody else.
You want to know what's really fucked up about that? What's bullshit? Is the same fucking thing happened with Batman when he died. He was back in time, like traveling through time, trying to send messages to people in the present. I was like, they just basically took the same fucking gimmick that happened 6 months ago in Batman and brought it over here. And you know what? It sucked there, and it sucked fucking here too.
Wow, they ripped off DC.
Yeah,
They
Holy
rip off
shit.
each other all the time.
they do.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
like one.
Great.
I don't remember who had it first, but one of them had enough said, and the other one had something else. What
Yeah.
was the other one?
I don't remember. I know Enough Said was Marvel's, and I think it was first.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and then DC had something similar. I forget what it was called, but where they just didn't talk through the comments.
So another great example of a ripoff was Marvel creates the Silver Surfer. So DC's like, we need some guy who basically flies through space on some kind of cool sporting device. So they have the Black Skier. He's a
You
black
gotta
guy.
be the black skier.
Yeah, he's a black guy with skis that skis through outer space.
Oh my god!
It's as
That's
stupid
so out of
as
place.
it fucking sounds.
I mean, how old was that? How long ago was that?
This was a long time ago. This is really long.
So how out of place is that? Would you think of a black guy? Maybe that's why. Would you think of a black guy skiing? I mean, I'm sure they did, but I'm not thinking it's the kind of thing you just think of.
Maybe it's so. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. It's the,
Don't you say? I have a feeling it has to do with contrast.
Just the way you say, he's just a black guy with skis.
Just
When
the
do black people ever ski?
no.
Kyle got so mad. He's a fucking black guy with skis.
Oh man! But there's other terrible fucking things that they've stolen from each other. Like you can tell one of them, hey, like it's a good idea to do something, and then the other one tries to do it
Yep.
with their people, and no, it never fucking works.
It did work one time because DC came up with Deathstroke, and then Marvel came up with Deadpool, which is like Deathstroke plus on 11.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that like the Deadpool that we have now is not,
not
the original Deadpool.
No, it
the
was a
original
clone of
Deadpool was
Deathstroke.
exactly Deathstroke.
Exactly, yeah.
But then
now
like,
he's funny as shit.
yeah,
Deathstroke
that's
is awesome on its own. He's pretty badass.
Deathstroke
Deathstroke
is
is good
awesome.
too. He's just good for different reasons.
I'll tell you what's not awesome. This new 52 bullshit where they took Lobo the space biker and turned him into a fucking high fashion swoop haired goddamn pansy with a gun.
What?
Look it up. That's all I'm going to say. Because you know the New 52, they redid a lot of the characters' outlooks, like what they look like, their physical appearance and shit.
Yeah.
Well, the new Lobo is like this snazzy dressing, skinny guy with a gun. It's like swashbuckler.
Wow, he's pretty far from the Lobo from before.
Exactly. He's a big fucking hairy bastard.
Wait, is this like the equivalent of the Ultimate Universe? Is there still the old Lobo?
No.
Oh, then I cannot approve
exactly.
of that. I can't approve of that.
The old
It's like,
universe
oh,
is
do you
gone.
like steak? I'm glad that you like steak, so we're gonna remove it forever and force you to eat fucking meatloaf.
That's fucked up.
I know.
Have you guys ever seen the Lobo Paramilitary Christmas special?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
I'll post a link to that in the
oh, my
comments
goodness.
so other people can see it who haven't. But basically,
You gotta take out Santa Claus.
yeah, it's Lobo has to save Christmas.
Oh, wait, I have seen that. That's like old, isn't it?
It's really old. Like,
Yeah, I saw that a long time ago. I forgot about that.
They made YouTube, and then this video was uploaded basically all 2005.
Yeah.
But because the holidays are getting close, I think maybe this will help get people in the season for the holidays. Or wait,
Fuck
get
you,
people-
Thanksgiving hater. We got another holiday coming up, okay?
I don't
That's
give
not
thanks
a
for
real
anything.
holiday.
It's because you're a villain. You hate Thanksgiving. You like hate giving. You celebrate hate giving.
Oh man, that'd be a great holiday. Actually, that is a holiday. That's Festivus. from Seinfeld. So in Festivus, there's the airing of grievances where everybody comes around to eat the food, and everybody at the table basically says what everybody else who's at the table has done this year to piss them off.
No wonder you like Seinfeld so much.
You just go around the table and do it. And then you don't have a Christmas tree at Festivus because the tinsel's distracted. You just have a big metal pole.
Okay.
And
For
then
the strippers that are coming later, right?
And then no, well, maybe. I guess that's like a really good Festivus party. But then Festivus is not over until the head of the household can be pinned to the ground in a wrestling competition to show their feats of strength.
I like that. I like wrestling is always good.
Because I wanted to do like a Festivus celebration one year, and like the thing would be everybody has to bring a dish like of some kind of food, but everything has to have meat in it. Like I don't give a fuck what like I want if you're bringing like potatoes, they better have fucking hamburger in there or beef in there or something. Maybe shepherd pie, And turducken, fuck it, we'll just have ortolan bunting.
Oh, God.
No, you're gonna eat it with your napkin head shit on.
No,
You're
no
going to
napkin.
take the napkin off, and you're going to look all us in the eye and be like, I hate you all. Look at me eating these innocent fucking birds that have been suffering their whole lives.
Yep. I just put it in my mouth and just look across the table with its head hanging out and just bite the head off and throw it in the middle and yell, get the fuck out.
At the minute that you do, you're going to punch some old man in the fucking face and break his neck. And then you're going to be like, you better not have a fucking funeral. I got to be at work in 5 minutes.
I'm actually, so sometimes I'll get into like a mumble chat with some friends of mine who are playing a game. And there are people who I don't know personally. I've met through just playing this game. And they know, they'll be like, isn't it Kyle who hates old people and baby boomers? Like, that's how they know me. I was like, yes.
Your life is complete.
Yeah.
This person's old. I wish they'd go on and die. Great, they're dead. Now they're in a fucking way I can't get anywhere. Fucking funerals. Motherfucking asshole.
I didn't say there's logic to my hate. I hate blindly. It's just uncontrollable hate. It's like, people, you can't say I'm prejudiced or like I'm a hate. No, I probably am a hate monger, but you can't say I'm prejudiced towards anything because I hate everybody equally.
Is a hate monger like a fishmonger? It's like, come and get your hate over here. Fresh today.
Whoa, wasn't Hatemonger was a character, wasn't he?
He was.
Yes.
But no, you're fucking Red Lanterns is what you are. You're fucking Red Lantern
Is
Corps.
he just how he charges himself up?
I am the Red Lantern battery.
He's
They
the
power
Red
from me.
You just wake up and you walk outside to hate people. Instead of drinking coffee, you're just like, fucking old people! Ah! And that's how you stretch. You don't do yoga in the morning. You just kick fucking old people out of their walkers. And you bust the tires in fucking funeral homes. Fuck you! You fucking shit!
I just go into nursing homes. I look around. It's like, you're all still alive. Fuck you! And I walk back out and do the same thing the next day until somebody
cut all the oxygen. You take their oxygen mask off, and you're like, this is the most pure oxygen that you'll never breathe.
Oh man!
And then they fall over, and he's like, "No!" And he's trying to bring them back. Don't die! I have to be somewhere in 5 minutes. You motherfuckers!
Oh man!
And that's when Kyle's going to get his villainous TV show on Netflix coming up.
Yes.
I can't wait.
What's Kyle's villainous nickname? We've got to give him a
Calculator,
nickname.
man.
He's our official villain.
He's the calculator.
The calculator.
Wait, there is a calculator. We can't do that.
He's like the calculator, but he's not the calculator.
He's the scientific calculator.
The
He has more
mathematician.
function.
That's his name.
He is the mathematician.
The mathematician.
There is a mathematician.
Yeah.
Shit.
You can't
God
have T
damn
for
it.
2 without the 2.
The sorcerer of symmetry. There's a laugh. That's what it is. Sorcerer of symmetry.
Sorcerer of symmetry. I'll take that.
Okay. Everything has to make mathematical sense. Old people die.
That's what?
That's why. That's the only law of the universe. Old people
You
die.
left out the part. Wow.
What did I leave out?
You're making up math and you're still bad at it.
Oh man, I've never said I've been good at math. That's the fucking truth. I was good at science, and I did well at English.
Like all science?
Well, all the science that I took in school.
Okay. You're just like, yeah, science, I know it. Like all of it.
You know
Fucking
what?
Leonardo
Me and
da
science,
Vinci.
we know shit. And that's shit as in the technical fucking scientific term, man. I know shit. Which is strategically handled intelligence telemarketing.
What the fuck?
All right. I think it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Yes.
All right.
All right.
Well, if you guys want to email us any suggestions of things that we should do or talk about, or people we should do or talk about, you can email us at offenderspodcast@gmail.com, or you can always leave a comment on Facebook, or if you can figure out how to use the new YouTube comments, you can do that too, because that's just crazy.
And yes, I do want to thank one of our listeners for recommending something, which we will be talking about next week.
Yes,
So,
we actually had several recommendations. Some
yes.
were on Facebook and some were on YouTube, so we'll be
Thank
talking
you for
about some of
listening.
that stuff. Yeah,
I love
both of
you. Thank you.
All right, until next time, I'm Kyle,
I'm not Shane.
That I'm not Evan.
and we're the Offenders. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.